broke out that knot. Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday Night Primetime.
Will Reichard, the kickoff for the
kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll throw first play with Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get down to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
London brought in motion. Flag. It's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
To try again, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got his man, it's Mooney. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Atlanta.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Penix going to throw again. Short throw taken by Pitts. And no chance to turn and go. That one breaks for just a couple. Brings up second down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Picked up by the former Eagle, Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
McCarthy now going to start with a pass. And a good game. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Now here's Aaron Jones. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. Brings up second down.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. McCarthy from the gun, in trouble, and down he goes. Divine Diablo. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And the Vikings will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Penix's pass intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10.
McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. On the move left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big play for Minnesota. An even 40 yards.
First down.
Throwing here on first and 10 is nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
By Troy Anderson.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with the sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone over. I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On third and long, here's McCarthy. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be fourth down.
Will Reichard on for the Vikings.
Reichard's kick is
So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Here's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. We'll get this to Pitts once more. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Third and 2, and Penix. This one just too far for the receiver in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
He'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they suffer on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hopkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Chandler. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. He runs straight ahead with Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending them.
And he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. His kick is good. And the Vikings are back to it. He kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin this. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
34-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
10.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
At the 45-yard line.
They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up, throw him down for a loss.
Brought him down. Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Let's go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. They find a way to convert on 4th down and pick up 10 yards.
First down. First and 10.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Riker down on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And this one sent all the way over the backline. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. To throw is McCarthy. That's caught outside. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the
middle. Here's Jones. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
A loss of 2.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McCarthy on the run to the right. Now he'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Jones. And the strength on display, rallying through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. So now it's time out for the Vikings. That is their 1st as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. They run it once more with Jones. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Let's go.
To throw, it's McCarthy. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Now McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Ray McCloud on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
On first and 10, it's Penix. This one broken up. And it's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up his second down.
It really what stands out to me the most in this first half is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
On second down, Penix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
This time they stay on the ground. Then he works his way past the 25 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard
Now a timeout,
line.
Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
They'll start this one with a three tight end look.
19, Tiger, 19.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Kenyon set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down by James Pierce. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Flushed to his left. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds just a little short. Need to pick it up on 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Let's go now.
They're trying to run for the first down with Jones. And he's got it. We'll move the chains. First down at the 47.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense. And he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Open man, right side. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
A run. It's Jones. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At the 29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From 29. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give. It's Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's dropped down inside the 20-yard line.
12 yards.
A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. Offensive line did their part with the rush, but finally gets home and brings him down. Arnold Ebiketie in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Browns are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Good throw taken by Pitt. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. We have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon first down. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Second down.
Outside, so I'm staying inside, showing you with my thoughts to the food. Like Tupac, I see the bunch of neat guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Anybody that I really recognize ain't surprised. The ride, the killer vibe. I be the beast, you got trying to feel it
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. London brought in motion. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Howard. That's caught by Chandler. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards.
A pickup of 14 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run here. This is Ty Chandler. The hole closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3.
Brings up second down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Chandler. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
That's good for a Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll throw with Howard, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. A carry now for Chandler. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Reichard's kick is good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. So they send in Will Reichard for this field goal try. This is about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. It's good.
It's always like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the toss, it's Robinson. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Up past the 35. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down. Now the lefty Penix on first down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and 8. A run now for Chandler. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, 4th coming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Howell. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. 2nd and 11. Defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. So a win here for the Vikings. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, help. A whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.